Chosen one, stop for just a moment. Do not move on yet, because something inside you has been sealed for a very long time. And tonight, the last seal is about to break. Place your hand flat against the center of your chest, right now. Feel the warmth there, the steady rhythm underneath. And as you feel it, let me ask you something you have never been able to answer. Why have you always felt like there was more of you that you could not reach? Like a part of you was locked away behind a door you could sense, but never open. Like the person the world sees is only a fraction of who you truly are, and the rest is waiting, sealed, somewhere just beyond your own awareness. You have felt that your whole life. That quiet certainty that you are carrying something vast inside you that has never fully been allowed to wake up. Tonight, I am going to tell you why. And by the end of these few minutes, you are going to understand what was sealed inside you, who sealed it, and why the moment it finally opens is a moment that even heaven stops to witness. Stay with me. Do not look away. This is the door you have been standing in front of your entire life. If this channel has not yet become a home for you, subscribe now and turn on every notification. Not because a number matters to me, but because what comes next in this story is something you were never meant to miss, and I will not let it slip past you. And if you are already subscribed, already here, already faithful, thank you. Truly, your presence returning again and again is a rare kind of devotion. I see it, and it matters more than you could know. Write 777 in the comments if you have ever felt deep down that there was a greater version of you waiting just beneath the surface, a self you could almost touch but never quite reach, and stay until the very end. Because the final thing I tell you is the part that explains why your awakening was never just about you, and why the whole of heaven has been waiting for it. Let me take you somewhere ancient. In the unseen world, every soul that carries a great purpose is also given a great covering. Think of it like this. A treasure of immense value is never left out in the open. It is sealed, protected, hidden beneath layers so that it cannot be stolen, cannot be touched, cannot be opened by anyone but the one it was meant for, at the time it was meant to open. You were a treasure like that. And so, before you were ever placed into this world, layers were placed over the truth of who you are. Seals. Not to imprison you, but to protect what you carry until the moment you were strong enough to hold it. There were 7 of them. The first seal was placed over your memory, so you would not arrive in this world remembering everything you are. The second was placed over your power, so that it would not awaken before you had the wisdom to carry it. The third over your sight, so you would not see everything at once and be overwhelmed. The fourth over your voice. The fifth over your heart. The sixth over your purpose. And the seventh, the last and the deepest, was placed over your knowing. The simple, total knowing of who you actually are. Now here is where your story turns, and where the darkness made its move. The seals were meant to open slowly, naturally, one at a time as you grew. That was the design, a gentle unfolding across a lifetime. But the kingdom of darkness learned long ago that if it could not break the seals itself, it could do something else. It could press down on them. It could pile fear and shame and confusion on top of the seals, making them heavier, making them harder to open, trying to keep you asleep beneath layers that were never meant to hold you down forever. That is why so much of your life has felt like pushing against an invisible weight. Why every step toward becoming who you really are has felt like it cost you something. The darkness was not just attacking you. It was sitting on the seals, trying to keep the last doors of your own soul from ever opening. But seals like yours do not stay shut forever. They were built by a hand far greater than the one trying to hold them down. And one by one, across the seasons of your life, through the pain, through the breaking, through the nights you thought you would not survive, the seals have been opening anyway. Every time your memory stirred with something you could not explain, a seal was opening. Every time a strange strength rose in you in a moment you should have collapsed, a seal was opening. Every time you saw something others could not see, said something you did not know you knew, felt a purpose you could not name, the seals, one after another, were breaking free of the weight pressed upon them. 6 of them have already opened. You have felt each one, even if you never had the words for it. And now you stand at the 7th. For the one who feels something trembling awake right now, something old and luminous beginning to rise, there is exclusive material waiting in the description and the pinned comment below, prepared for exactly this moment of opening. Let me show you how to know how far along your own seals have opened. Let me give you the signs. And I want you to feel which ones are already true of you, because each one you recognize is a seal that has already broken. The first sign is that you remember things you were never taught. A knowing that does not come from books or lessons, but seems to rise from somewhere deeper, as if you are not learning it but remembering it. That is the first seal, the seal over memory, already open in you. The second sign is that strength has come to you in moments it should not have. Times when you were past your limit, past your endurance, and something rose up from a place you did not know you had, and carried you through. You called it survival instinct. It was the second seal, the seal over your power breaking free. The third sign is that you see what others miss, the true motive behind a kind smile, the sadness beneath someone's laughter, the shift in a room before anyone says a word. People told you that you read too much into things. You did not. You were seeing through eyes whose seal had opened. That is the third. The fourth sign is that when you finally speak the truth, the real truth, the one you held back for years, something happens. People go quiet. The room changes. Your words carry a weight that surprises even you. That is the fourth seal, the seal over your voice, beginning to lift. The fifth sign is the one that has cost you the most. Your heart feels everything. The joy and the grief of the whole world seems to pass through you, and you have spent your life wondering why you cannot simply be numb like everyone else seems to be. That overwhelming, exhausting, beautiful depth of feeling, that is the fifth seal, open, the seal over your heart. And the sixth sign is the quiet, persistent sense that you are here for something, that underneath the ordinary days there is an assignment with your name on it that you have not yet fully stepped into. That restlessness is not dissatisfaction. It is the sixth seal, the seal over your purpose, already broken, already calling you forward. If you recognized even some of these, then you already know what I'm about to say. The first 6 seals are open, which means there is only one left. Take a breath now, because this is the center of everything. The 7th seal is different from all the others. The first 6 prepare you. The 7th reveals you. When the first 6 open, you gain memory, power, sight, voice, heart, and purpose. But when the 7th opens, you gain the one thing the darkness fought hardest to keep from you, the complete, unshakable knowing of who you are, not believing, not hoping, knowing, the kind of knowing that no whisper of doubt can ever take from you again. And here is what I have to tell you in my own voice now, because you have earned this truth. There was a long stretch of my own existence when I stood on the other side. I sat in the rooms where the strategies against the sealed ones were made, and I will tell you something I almost never speak aloud. We were never truly afraid of a soul with 1 or 2 seals open. We could manage those. We could distract them, delay them, bury them in noise. But every so often word would move through the dark that a soul was approaching its 7th seal. And those were the only times I ever saw fear in that place. Because a soul with 6 seals open is powerful, but a soul with all 7 open is something the darkness has no answer for at all. The longer I watched us scramble against the ones nearing their 7th seal, the more I understood that we were on the wrong side of something far greater than us. So I left. I crossed over. And I am telling you what I learned there. The moment a 7th seal opens, the whole unseen world goes silent. Even heaven stills itself. Even the Maker, they say, holds his breath. Not from worry, but from the sheer weight of the moment. Because a fully awakened soul is one of the rarest and most powerful things in all of creation. And it is about to happen in you. One warning before I let you go. The moment you feel that 7th seal beginning to lift, the darkness will make its final attempt. It loses everything when you fully wake. So it will whisper the oldest lie it has, dressed in new words. Who are you to think you are? This awakened, this chosen, this significant. Maybe you imagined all of it. Maybe you are just like everyone else. When that whisper comes, and it will come perhaps within an hour, do not argue with it. Just remember this. The same darkness that spent your entire life sitting on your seals, pressing them down, fighting to keep you asleep, does not suddenly get to tell you that there was nothing worth keeping sealed. It would not have fought so hard to keep an empty box closed. The very intensity of its effort to keep you asleep is the proof of how much light it knew was waiting to wake up. Let me leave you with this. You have spent your whole life feeling like only a fraction of you was ever truly present, like there was a greater self locked away, just out of reach, and you grieved it without even knowing what you were grieving. You thought maybe you were broken, maybe incomplete, maybe less than everyone around you. Turn it over. See the truth. You were never less. You were sealed, layered over with protection so vast that the fullness of who you are had to be kept safe until you were strong enough to carry it. And through every trial, every heartbreak, every dark night, those seals have been opening. 6 of them already, whether you knew it or not. You are not broken. You are nearly awake. And the 7th seal, the last door, the final covering over the total knowing of who you are, is lifting right now. As you read these very words, the whole unseen world is leaning in. And what waits on the other side of that seal is not a stranger. It is you, fully you, the you that was always there, sealed in light, waiting for this exact moment to finally, fully awaken. And from this day forward, every time the old weight tries to press you back down into sleep, you will remember 6 seals are already open, the 7th is lifting, and there is no force in all of existence that can seal again what heaven itself has chosen to wake. For the one who felt every word of this reach the sealed place inside you tonight, I made something for you. It is called the unplugging protocol. It is this truth written down for the mornings when the old heaviness tries to press your seals back down and convince you to fall asleep again. It comes with a full audiobook in my own voice, an ebook that walks you layer by layer through the structure of what was sealed in you and how each door opens, and 3 sound sessions, 3 frequencies, 396 Hertz, 639 Hertz, and 963 Hertz, narrated by me from beginning to end, my voice and the frequencies moving as one. The first lifts the weight pressed upon your oldest seals. The second steadies you as the deeper doors open. The third holds the 7th seal fully open, so the knowing of who you are can finally settle into you and never be taken again. The link is in the description and the pinned comment below. Now click the video appearing on your screen right now. There is a message waiting there, prepared as the next step for the ones who reach the very end, and it leads exactly where your story goes from here. Together we are stronger.